Welcome to Nina's Bag. Nina's Bag is a podcast that I started to create a safe space to be able to have conversations about a multitude of topics. And my hope is to advocate, educate, and elevate on whatever topic is what we're talking about. And today, I'm so honored to have Amoy Virgo here with us. Amoy Virgo, this beautiful, beautiful Black woman here, I love it, is an intelligent, beautiful Black woman. So, Amoy, where'd you get that beautiful name, first of all?
So I was born in Jamaica, and
Wow.
we have a lot of Chinese Jamaicans.
I saw them when I was over there. It freaked me out. I
Yeah,
was like, it
yes,
was crazy.
yeah, it's a lot. So Amoy is actually a Chinese name.
I love it. Love
Thank
it,
you.
love it. It just it fits you so well.
Thank you.
Yes. So I want you to make sure that you let them see your beautiful face because she's beautiful. She really is. And intelligent. So Amoy Virgo is a registered nurse.
Hmm.
She does so many different things. She has worn many hats, like many of us do, but she's top shelf. And I'm so happy that you came today. She's a registered nurse. She does you do health and wellness.
Yeah, so I can expand on it because it's a
That's
lot.
perfect. Thank you. And even your previous, because your previous that you did at Memorial Sloan or
No,
where
NYP. Yeah.
NYP.
So I've been a nurse since 2004 at New York Presbyterian Hospital. During my tenure there, I did a lot of things actually. It was a great place to be able to spread my wings a bit.
I bet.
And so I started out at the bedside, as most of us do. I did med surge, critical care. Once I started doing critical care, I tapped into sexual assault and forensics. And so
Exactly.
I ended up becoming certified and as a sexual assault forensic examiner. And during that time, I was on call at in the ERs at NYP.
Yeah, you were
And
needed there.
yes, lots and lots happening down there. And
Yeah.
so, um, yeah, I was on call there during that time. Ended up leaving NYP back in 2022.
Mm,
And I had opened my lock salon the year prior.
that's why your locks are beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
So I
Wow.
started
What
my,
haven't you done?
you know what? What I've realized is we are dynamic creatures,
Yes, we are.
humans, and we are so multi-talented and
Yes, we are.
gifted. And so there's nothing that says that our path has to be linear, right?
We
And
we
I've
can pick
been,
and choose.
right,
And we can feed into the things that make us happy, because you
exactly.
tend to do those things better. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wanted my actions to connect to purpose. And that's really what started this.
I love it.
Um, my role in, healthcare previously, or multiple roles, were connected to someone else's purpose, but not necessarily mine.
Right.
Yeah.
We
And
start off like that many times.
of course, because it's necessary.
Right. But the beauty is when you actually are strong-minded enough to know this is something I want to do
Yeah.
and to actually build on it, which you obviously did.
Yes. So
Awesome.
that birthed the Lock Artistry by AV, which is my lock salon and natural hair and skin line. And then I
I
started,
love that, by
thank
the
you.
way.
Yeah, and it's stuff that, you can make in your kitchen, right?
Well, many times people hold on to their things and don't actually put it out there.
Hmm.
But you can actually you can actually, besides getting a bag on it, you can actually build and help others.
Absolutely.
So this is
Yes.
the thing that we as women have to do more of. And that's probably why I locked in on you because I felt that from you.
Thank you. I
Yes, yeah.
appreciate it.
Yep.
Sankofa Wellness Community started back in January of this year.
Can you say that again? Because your accent's so cute and you say it's so cute. Sankofa. I looked at the name. I love it. Do that once more.
So Sankofa Wellness Community. And Sankofa is a Ghanaian term that means going back to your roots.
Mm,
So it's really tapping into the ancestral ways of being, of doing things. So it's simplicity, right? Which have always been rooted in wellness, been holistic and therapeutic.
wow.
So Sankofa started in January, and at Sankofa we were hosting a lot of classes, and
Oh, cool.
so like yoga, meditation, soca size, African
All good
dance.
stuff. What's
Yeah,
sofa sides?
soca size is utilizing soca dance, but in an exercise form.
I love
So you're
it.
burning a lot of calories, but
I
you're having
love
fun.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the best ways. A lot of different groups, exercise groups are using dance,
Hmm.
and it works because people don't, you put good music on, and we're with
You
it.
want to move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Wellness RN just started. Wellness RN is my IV hydration and vitamin business. And so we have an IV suite at my current location, business location, but over in Milton. And
Can you throw that out there? Like this is an opportunity for you.
yeah, so Wellness RN, IV hydration and vitamins. We do just regular plain IV hydration. We do vitamin shots, and then we also do vitamin drips. And so we have a variety of drips that can help you in your wellness journey from athletic performance to energy to weight loss and metabolism to
I'm
hair,
coming.
skin, and nails.
I'm coming.
I've had a lot of clients actually come in to get their hair done and then ended up getting an IV drip, and I'm able to just do both at the same time.
Oh my goodness.
So
So when they
it's,
leave there, they look good and they feel
and they
good.
feel good.
So, this two things. You talked about the ancestors, and I think that term is being used more, and I'm very happy because we have to recognize where the simplistic things that worked came from.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the fact that you mentioned that made me feel like I love her more already. That's one beautiful thing. But the other thing is can you elaborate a little bit on the IV therapy and the wellness part of that? Because I think that people, especially people of color, are not aware of the benefits. So can you elaborate on that?
So it really is just going back to preventative care, right? Preventative care is not something that is necessarily the focus of the healthcare system in the United States. We have a curative model of care here,
Mm,
which is more lucrative.
not proactive so
Not
much.
proactive.
Right.
So, really, I am trying to lean into taking care of yourself every single day. And what does that look like? Right. And so,
I feel
whether,
like I should be taking notes because you're dropping so many gems. I'm like, I should be taking this down. I love it.
well, we can talk offline too.
Oh, we will.
But honestly, it's really just about understanding what that entails, right? What does preventative care look like? What does taking care of myself, mind, body, and soul
Mm,
daily look like? Because you can come to the salon and want to do, the treatments and putting stuff on your hair, but what are you putting in your body?
mm.
Because your body doesn't lie,
Yeah,
right? Oftentimes, when your hair is dry and brittle, it's because you're dehydrated
I
or
am.
you're lacking nutrients
I am.
or your nutrition is not up to par.
Right.
And so, my conversation has always been from the inside out.
I like the
Yeah.
inside out concept. Wow. So what, because everything you're saying makes so much sense.
Hmm.
How did you, I know you have the nursing background, which makes it easier. It's easy to connect the clinical to the possibility of doing what you need to do to make things better. You know what I mean? But how did you get to the point of connecting or going from your clinical work that you were doing
Hmm.
to the health? How did you get from there?
Honestly,
I need you guys to come and get this and take this call for me, please. It's important. It's my next guest. Sorry about that.
that's fine.
No, you go right ahead. I'm listening.
Okay.
Please tell him how to get here. He might be here already. Thank you. Sorry. So how did you cross, or do you still do nursing?
So my wellness RN business is nursing, right?
Okay.
So you have to be a registered nurse in order to administer these IVs. So it's actually co-owned by myself and my brother. We're both registered nurses.
I love that.
Yeah. And
Wow.
And my medical director is someone I've worked with for 20 years. And so, really, it's a team of people of color who love what they do, but are really much more invested in helping us to take care of ourselves in real time before we get to the point where we have all of these comorbidities and these conditions.
Wow.
When I started with the salon, it was still infused with that health and wellness piece, right? Because again, the approach has always been inside out. I'm not
I love that.
just throwing stuff on people's hair and twisting their locks and calling it a day. But the conversation has always been, okay, well, what else are you doing? And how else can you support your
Hmm.
journey and your
I see.
success?
I see the bridge. I definitely see the bridge. Uh, if had I known that your brother was a part of this, I would have been like, bring your brother. Like this is, I love the fact that this is a family business.
Hmm.
And I love the fact that you are both nurses. And I just, I'm gravitating to people, clinical people, because I worked in the field. I wasn't clinical. I did the credentialing.
Right.
So for this,
Oh, you did the hard work.
yeah, it was madness,
Painful.
madness. But I met so many people, but I never met enough of us.
Right.
So I gravitate to people of color. When you say you're clinical in any capacity, I'm like, let's talk about that.
Hmm.
Let's build on that. There's a facility right around the block from here that has a few nurses of color and a few doctors of color, and it's amazing to me. I actually grabbed them, brought them in on an event, a wellness event that I did, introduced them to the community, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to constantly do that because I think opportunity pops up out of those kinds of events. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to have to bring you back. As crazy as today was, I'm definitely going to bring you back. And I'd love to have you, your brother, and your director, whoever you want to bring with you, because your intelligence matches your beauty.
Thank you.
And the inside out thing is just so logical.
Yeah, I listen, we can't vend our health out to anyone.
We got to do it.
We have to do it. We are responsible for that, you know? And a lot of people, they vend that out to their physicians, right? So whether you're going for a yearly checkup because you're healthy, right? Or you're seeing the doctor more often because you have conditions that you need to treat. A lot of times people are going in, they are being diagnosed with things, medications are being
And see, that's
prescribed,
the part.
and they just follow it without question.
Yeah, man. And I think we've done that for so long that we don't look for other solutions. Like,
Yes.
I once went to the doctor with my mom because she had all these medicines. And I'm like, does the doctor know that you're taking all these
Hmm.
medicines? She's like, well, he gave them to me. I said, no, no, no. They don't remember what they gave you. Let me bring all those medicines. And I went to see her with this doctor, and he was a little doctor here that had a lot of recognition. And it turns out my mom had she was diagnosed by an amazing ED physician. I'm not going to say his name, even though he's an amazing person. Um, because it was my mom, and he was just a very thorough doctor.
Right.
He caught what her doctor had already seen, which was she had cancer of the lymph node, and he told her we'll just watch it. Luckily for me and my mom, she came into the ED with a panic attack, and that doctor, because the doctor that was very thorough, did everything. And he said to me, I see something I don't like. And when I broke it down to my mom, she said, oh, my doctor said he saw something, but he said we were just going to watch it. If when I tell you I was enraged, and mind you, I'm the credentialing coordinator at the time for that
Hmm.
hospital. I'm like,
So,
Mom, we got to do ABC, da da da. She's like, no, Nina, I just wanna. Anyways, I took her to Memorial Sloan Kettering,
mm,
and thank God they do what they do, and they do it well,
yes,
that she is a survivor because of that. But had we not had that visit,
hmm,
you know what I mean? It's just scary to me. And I think that more and more, well, old school people just listen to doctors.
they do.
And we know our bodies. We can tell when something's off.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So, So, okay, I don't want to kind of take I just want to know more about how, so the IV drip. I want to understand how IV and the injections, how do they work?
So when you take vitamins by mouth, right? Your
Right,
regular vitamin pills,
right.
you're getting about 20 to 30%
Wow.
of that vitamin absorbed into your body. The rest just you poop it out, you
That's
pee it
more
out.
direct the way you're doing it.
Yeah. So if you're doing the IV hydration and vitamins and you're getting it intravenously or you're getting it via a shot, you're getting up to 100% of that,
Wow. That's
right? So
so,
there's a huge difference.
it's so important to know intelligent clinical people
Yeah.
because, I take these vitamins that work in a lot of ways, but they
Mhm.
probably could work. I could probably be doing better obviously I could be doing better for myself.
Mhm.
Um,
And
wow.
I'm not suggesting that people should stop taking their
Oh, no,
oral
no, no.
vitamins.
But
Um,
it's very important that we understand things,
of course,
especially when it comes to health. We don't even look into it.
right,
And I'm speaking, I'm not pointing the finger, I'm saying me,
right.
because life is so busy that I'm like, I'm just going to do this.
That part.
I'm just going to do
That
this.
part. Yeah, it's
You know what I
overwhelming.
mean?
Yeah, it's overwhelming. And so I personally don't take oral vitamins. I always say that if I ever got to the point where I had a bunch of diagnoses, I would be the person that the poor nurses would go crazy trying to medicate me because it takes me about 10 minutes to take one pill. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not crazy with pills
Yeah.
either.
So I have to rely on a good balanced diet. And then I do IV vitamins about once a month.
Once a month. So
About once a month.
so you don't do anything daily?
No, you don't. Absolutely nobody does that daily. Number one. Okay.
I mean, like, so instead of like most people take regular vitamins
Hmm.
daily, not most people that do.
Hmm.
So you have come up with a plan, a plan that works for
Right.
you.
Right.
So when you have people come to see you, you actually do things that actually you build it around what their needs are on this plan.
Exactly. And so we have each drip, we have targeted drips, right? So hair, skin, and nails will have biotin in it, where
Yeah.
metabolism and weight loss won't, right? So we have drips that are targeted, but in most of our drips, we have vitamin C, magnesium that are in a lot of the drips. So those are recurring vitamins,
Mm.
right? And so regardless of which drip you're
Goodness,
taking,
goodness.
then you honestly are still getting a lot of benefits.
Because it's more direct,
Well, you can take a drip that
but it's
is
tailored.
directly and tailored to something, but
Mm.
you're still getting a lot of other benefits, you know?
Yes.
So vitamin C is great for immunity, right?
I keep hearing that with people that do what is it called? Immune therapy? When you actually administer wellness through injection,
Hmm.
what is that? There's a term for it. I'm not. There's a term for wellness as opposed to the pill form.
I mean, IV hydration and
That's
vitamin.
it. IV
Yeah,
hydration. You said it before,
yeah.
but I couldn't get it.
Oh, okay.
So that's that clinical that you have and I don't.
Hmm.
But IV hydration, so because your skin is beautiful,
Thank you.
your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
I do biotin vitamins and it
Hmm.
makes my hair grow. And
Hmm.
women are always like, oh my goodness, but it looks terrible today. But women are always saying, Nina, your hair, da 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 da. So I know the biotin part works, but imagine, so you include that in your,
Yes. So I have a
mm,
drip, and you could just come in and get a biotin shot if you don't want to sit for, 45 minutes and have a drip infused,
I
right?
like the biotin shot.
Yeah. So there's like different ways you can tailor. I had a client who she goes somewhere else and gets something else once a month.
Hmm.
So she wanted to get a drip while I was doing her hair, but there was something, I think she gets like a B12 shot usually.
Yeah.
So there was something in one of the drips that she didn't want. So I took it out, replaced it with
See,
something else.
that's awesome.
Right. So as long as it makes sense clinically, then we can totally tailor.
What's the magnesium? I keep hearing about magnesium. What's the
Magnesium is
benefit?
beautiful. So magnesium has a lot of really good benefits, but one of the more important ones, as far as your experience with the IV, is that it relaxes you. Okay, so I tend to administer the magnesium first.
A beautiful cousin that told me exactly what you're telling me, and she gave me some, and I still haven't used it, and it's dumb, just dumb.
So I run. right?
You do.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
runner.
I'm loving this
And so
here.
I actually got a magnesium oil spray and I use that for my muscles, especially after races. You just massage that in and it helps to get rid of the inflammation, relax your muscles. You'll feel as good as new. But also, I
Mm.
put it on the soles of my feet at night and it
That's what
helps me
she
to go to
said.
sleep. Yeah.
That's what she said. Put it on the soles of your feet. So, oh my goodness, you got me all excited now. So, we got to back up to the running thing because part of me walking now is building myself up so that I can do that. And my next
Hmm.
guest, who I hope you get to meet before you leave,
Hmm.
is has a workout called Body Smashed
Hmm.
in Poughkeepsie, and I actually am trying to do that also. But my one of my bucket list things, and this might be silly to you because you're already a runner, is to be in a like a short race.
That's amazing. I love that.
No, I need to. My little sister, my little older sister, is doing it. She lives out Midwest.
Hmm.
She does it. She told me, Nina, just walk around the house. Just always move.
Yes.
Always move.
Hmm.
And here you come talking about you're a runner. Like that is one of the most fascinating things to me. Somebody that is committed and can do that, and that's one of your things. Tell me how you got into that.
A friend of mine was into running, and after I started having kids, I needed a really good way of
You don't even look like you
exercising.
had kids, so
Thanks. I have four boys, but
really
yeah, but I
I'll be
needed,
like you when I grow up.
it's funny, but I needed a good way of exercising and also an accountability partner, you know?
Right.
And
That
so
helps. That's motivating.
huge.
Hmm.
So we would actually work at Columbia, our 12-hour shift, and then after work, we'd go running down Riverside Avenue. And then she was like, all right, we need to start signing up for races. And so I didn't know what I was doing. I started signing up for races with her in Central Park. And that started it. And what is it? Maybe 15 years later, we're still running together.
First of all, that park, Riverside, I that's one of my favorite places to just go sit and people watch. It's like going to the
Scenic
movies.
and
Like
beautiful.
going to the movies.
Hmm.
It's awesome.
Hmm.
I go and get something on 125th Street, come down there and just sit and meet the nicest, funnest, best
Yes,
people. And there's always somebody running there.
always. Because it's such a great path.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a very easy to run on path. So you started running 15 years ago. So did you get into marathons or into not
So
marathons or runs?
I've I've been running on and off. For the past, I want to say maybe about 4 years, I've run consistently.
What's your setup for running? Like, how do you do it? Do you do it once a week? Do you do it?
Right now, I'm training for a marathon. So I'm doing the Philly Marathon in November. So I'm
Wait,
running.
you got to look in the camera and tell them that. Look at this woman, y'all. Look at this beautiful, intelligent black woman. Tell them what you're prepping for.
So I'm training for the Philadelphia Marathon in November, and I'm running about 4 to 5 times a week, and training about twice a week.
Wow.
But I'm also prepping for the New York City Marathon for next year.
Your body looks so muscular and so fit. Like,
Thank you.
yeah, it shows that you're definitely working from the inside out. Because your outside is beautiful, but just the things that you say let me know that you're connecting all the
Well,
important
I have to
things.
feel good. If the outside looks great and I feel like crap inside,
Yes.
then there's a disconnect there, you know? So it matters to me that I also feel really good.
This is actually therapeutic for me.
I love that.
It's therapeutic for me. And I'm hoping that anybody out there watching Nina's bag is accepting these gems because she's dropping crazy gems left and right. Like, wow, you're so powerful in so many ways. So you're getting ready, you're prepping for next year's marathon.
Yeah, and then this year, so with the New York City Marathon, you can get into a lottery system to try to get into the race. It's almost
It's
impossible.
a process. People don't know that.
It's almost impossible. You can't just register for the race.
It's a process.
Right.
I actually interviewed somebody before, and this is how I found out that you don't just get in a race.
No, it's very competitive.
But that
Yeah.
is makes it even more intriguing to me because you could you can prep and prep and prep and possibly not get in this race, but it doesn't stop you.
Well, there's a guaranteed entry pathway. And so that's what I'm doing. So you can run 9 of the qualifying races
Wow.
the year prior. and then volunteer at one of the races. And so I have 8 races down. I
Oh,
need
that's
one more.
amazing.
And then I'm volunteering in this year's marathon as their part of their healthcare core. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
you have to stay in touch with me. You have to help me because one of the things that I struggle with is slowing down so I can do the things that make me happy.
hmm
Um, I'm a work in progress, just like so many people.
All of us are.
Yeah, but you're doing it though. Like you're doing the things that you really
But that's
like.
that's there's a lot of intention behind that. It's not I do struggle with the same thing, right? But I've determined I want a life of ease. I want a life of ease. And this socioeconomic culture is not set up for a life of ease.
Nope,
So you have to set out
there's no
to do that
bag.
yourself. You have to create that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You have to create your bag. But the important thing, going back to what you said in the beginning, is creating your bag, doing something that you like.
Yeah.
So I think that I know you're going to get it. I know you're going to get it because you're already way down the road. You're doing it. You're working. You're a work in progress, but you are way more progressed than most people are. And that's because you are determined. I think that's the piece that I'm missing. I'm not determined. And I let everybody in America distract me from my course of action. Do you know what I'm
But you're
saying?
your greatest asset.
I am.
Yeah,
I am. It takes one and no one, but I need to definitely slow down and be more into what I know I can do
absolutely.
and how I can get my bag better. You know what I mean? I think that this is a conversation that we could probably. Oh, I'm so happy that you actually were patient with me today because just so that you'll know, I was doing a million things and this beautiful woman waited for me. I was so panicked at work thinking, oh my goodness, she's gonna leave and it's not like you live in Port Ewan. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I appreciate you so very, very much.
So funny story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am definitely a person who can be impatient, and I have certain like things that a stickler about, right?
Rightfully so.
But I've really been working on trying to give myself grace and also do that for other people.
Mm.
And so when that happened today,
That was hard.
that was an opportunity because it happens, Nina.
Yeah, and I was so upset when I got here. I'm so glad I left because when I live right around the corner from here.
hmm
I remember lunchtime I was on my back porch and my umbrella was like and I have a huge umbrella that I worked to get.
hmm
I looked for this umbrella with the lights underneath
Oh, nice.
because the previous one got damaged.
Okay.
So I couldn't find it. I know they're out there, but it took me forever to get this umbrella. So I must have made a mental note of it. Plus, my dog hadn't been out. So, anyways, long story short, I went home to do what I needed to do really quick and get back here. And when I got on the way here, I was like blowing my horn, trying to like flipping off on people. Come on, get out the way. I gotta go. And I was so happy that your disposition was still just as beautiful as it was. You said it happens when I left it. I was like, no, this is wrong because you don't want to. You give off such a good professional aura when I met you that I, wanted to bring you into the setup the same way. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I love what you just said about paying it forward.
hmm
Like that's so I feel I don't know, I could be wrong, but it seems to me like you are spiritually, physically, and mentally on a really good path. Am I right
And
about
I try to and I try to stay there. But this was an opportunity to really grow also, right?
because I could see your in your personality as a woman, I could see you're like, you know, I gotta go. I don't have time for this. I could see that, you know what I mean? But your disposition was so good, you helped me calm down. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you. And that was important, right?
You helped me
Because
calm down.
I haven't been, so I've driven past Kingston through Kingston, but I've never actually stopped in Kingston,
I
right?
hear that a lot.
And so when I got the text, I was like, oh, I can explore Kingston a little bit. Let me
Yes.
find a little coffee shop, a little book situation. And I found this place called Rough Draft.
Rough draft. Everybody loves rough
I've
draft.
never heard of it. I
That's
went and I said,
crazy.
this is magical. I had
My
such a
cousin
good
loves that
time.
place. That's crazy. It's just a very cool, laid back, kind of weird place.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rough Draft. You're doing
Yes,
good stuff because this woman is not from here and she actually had a good time at your place.
it was amazing. It was
Books
so thank you
everywhere. Yeah. Oh,
for
oh,
giving
thank
me the
you.
opportunity to experience that.
Thank you.
And when I sat there, I was like, you know what? We're humans. So let's tap into our humanity.
I appreciate you so much. And I just, I want us to look this way because I think that it's so magical that um, it's one thing to have a beautiful face, beautiful woman sitting here with me, but you talked about so many positive things today, even in the madness, even after the madness, you talked about so many positive things. And I just you put me in a very good mental space. Like you are going to benefit so many people with your aura.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're looking at me like, really? And I don't lie to people. Like one of my bad qualities is I'm very honest. It's one of
That's
my
not a bad
Oh,
quality.
it's a bad quality.
It's not.
I just, but I'm so into empowering women. Normally I have my beautiful co-host here with me and she's on vacation, very much deserved. But I am very much into empowering women. And it meant so much to me. Out of all the women that were there, you and one other woman at that event stuck out to me. So when you said you're on your way, I was like, dear Lord, let me pull this off. Help me pull this off today because I knew that I had this spontaneous orientation that popped up. You know what I mean? So I can't thank you enough. And I want to know, when can you come back to see me again?
Let me know when you're ready.
I am so excited. I'm working on an event, as I said, a wellness event.
Mhm.
And I would love for us to talk more offline about what your setup, what you want your setup to be, because I want to kind of mimic what they did in Poughkeepsie.
I love that.
That was such a powerful,
Yeah.
I forget the young girl's name that did it, but she did,
Jordan.
Jordan, you did your
Jordan is
thing.
in Bali now.
Is
She's
she?
in Bali for 2 months.
I got chills from that. Do your thing, Jordan. I'm gonna be like you when I grow up too. I
Absolutely.
think that that was such a powerful event, and it was, you had dance in one room, you had this in this room, you had IV therapy in another room. It's so many positive things. I'm
Hmm.
going to mimic that in Kingston. I'm working on it. I'm supposed to go to a place because I want to have the whole setup with a bar, a nice bar. Looking into all the specifics, I already put an application with the mayor, which I'm waiting for your approval. So we're going to keep this wellness thing going, and we're going to keep listening to. I'm going to try to listen more to my ancestors when they say, Nina, just do what's on your heart.
Yes.
Just do what's on your heart.
We have everything we need.
Yes. Amoy Virgo. Even her name's beautiful. Amoy Virgo, RN. Tell us the name of your different businesses that you have. Your
Sure. So there's the Lock Artistry by AV, which is,
See that they flip them. When I came in, she was. It's so healthy looking.
thank you.
Yeah, you know something. You definitely know
So
something.
Lock Artistry by AV is a lock salon. But I also have an
Where's
All
that
Natural.
located?
So that's located in Milton, New York,
Okay.
which is right next to Highland. I also have a
You
product
have a
line.
number you want to throw out there because
Yeah,
I'm
I can throw the number out afterwards because the
okay.
number for
Sure,
everything.
sure, sure.
And so the product line is an all natural product line for hair and skin, and I make that myself.
Wow.
Then we
Nice.
have the Sankofa Wellness Community
Mm-hmm.
and the Wellness RN, IV hydration and vitamins. There's a website for each, social media pages for each, and then the telephone number to reach me is 845-600-9444.
Do that once more.
845-600-9444.
Amoy Virgo, y'all. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for
And
having
we're
me.
gonna have her back again because I feel something building here. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
I totally appreciate this. And I love that I met you there. I actually wasn't
Ditto.
supposed to be there. So
Wow.
this was kismet. Thank you.
Wow, that's crazy. We got to
Yeah.
listen to the ancestors,
That's
right?
every time.
Yes. Amoy Virgo, y'all. Let's see what's in Nina's bag next. Thank you so much for coming. I
Thank
appreciate
you. I
you.
appreciate it, Nina.
Yes.